Hi everyone, it's me, Darlene. I am being very brave and I'm going to attempt fabric ribbon again for junk journaling. If you're not familiar with this series, it's because I only did one video so far. And there is a playlist link that I'll have in the description of this video and also on the end screen. And what I did is I made a practice piece. I had ripped a strip of muslin and I didn't want to practice on it. Ripped it and then pulled enough threads out so you have a nice little fuzzy edge like this. And this is about 3.5 feet, so a little over a yard. And I instead used a piece that I ripped, but the fabric was still off grain, so the fabric was tapered, but I said I'll start with that. When I left, I don't think I really loved my strip. I can't remember what I might have said, but I knew in my head that I thought it needed a little bit more. You can go watch that video. There is I think, a slideshow at the end showing the fabric ribbon. I'm not sure. I don't feel like going to look. But you'll see, I'm sure, how it ended up. Then after, I added some more to it, and I really loved it. And then I added a little bit more, and then it was just too much. I was losing all the muslin, and then I thought, well, I'll trim it, because I've learned if you want this nice little fuzzy edge, you don't want to be sewing pieces off, because when you trim those, you're going to end up trimming the fuzzy edge. So I learned that I want to stay inside the ribbon, and that I don't want to cover it this much. And I'm going to show it to you. I don't know why I'm so embarrassed. It's just a practice piece. It's not horrible. I would love like a whole tote bag made like this, but this is what I ended up with, and it's very crooked. It tapered down because it was a tapered down piece anyway. And as much as I think this is ridiculous, I think I'm going to go put it on eBay for a penny. I mean, why not? Those of you who do junk journaling, I'm sure you can come up with something. You know, I was thinking of tags. I was thinking of like maybe cutting pieces and then putting that on a piece of muslin and you get the edges back. Or, I don't know, there's so many things you can do for junk journals. It's so fascinating to me. But I just wasn't in love with this. But again, a whole tote bag, just doing this shit all over the, front and back of a tote bag. I have to get back to tote bags. Okay, and so I'm showing you, because I'm going to put this on eBay. It's going to start at 1 penny with free shipping. If you're outside of the USA, you're going to have to pay shipping. And I used clear nylon, and that bothers some people because they only want everything to be 100% cotton. But I like it because I don't like seeing all the different colorful lines. But I will at some point add some lines just to decorate. I still haven't pulled out my rubber stamps. I need ink or even fresh markers. There's so many things that I need to do and want to do, but I thought, you don't even see my sewing machine. I thought that, we're going out and I want a video and I want to just sit and relax before we go out, and I thought I'll just do something. So I know not to go across and go across the edges, over the edges, whatever. So I think to keep this one easy, that I will just pull some shreds, and I'm just going to take the shred down the whole piece of fabric as long as it can go. Or maybe I'll cut it so there'll be like some of this here, and then, maybe cut it and then do some more of it at the bottom. I don't know if I have more of that exact blue. I don't want to get too caught up into worrying about it. I just know that I'm going to take this selvage off, and I just know I don't want to go over. And the same thing goes, if somebody wants this ribbon, they can cut it any way they want. I just like the idea of like some swerves and whatever. I'm just gonna try. So I have my clear thread and I'm doing a zigzag. I could pull some more threads off the top and bottom because it's not very shreddy. It doesn't take much to do that. Go watch my first video to know about getting your fabric on grain and all that jazz. Okay, I'm just going to sew zigzag, and to save time, I'm going to do this off camera. All I did so far was I sewed this down. Now it's a little bit wide up here, so I will come back and do that edge, but when it got skinnier, I just did down the middle. So that's all attached. I'm going to work my way to the bottom, and then I will go back up. But now I need something else, and if I knew I had that blue again, I would use it. But again, I'm looking at stuff like this, and so I don't really feel like taking all my time looking for the perfect blue. So I'm just going to grab something else, and that's even taking more time than I want. How about we do this black? I wish they were shreddier. I like shreddy. Shreddy. And look, I'm even saving the stupid muslin threads that I'm pulling off the sides. Oh my god. I need a place to hide all this shit. I'm going to just maybe like pretend I'm connecting right there. I don't know. This is going to end up being almost like a crumb chat series where I'm just going to want to sit and sew and talk. Except I'm not supposed to be sewing on camera because that just makes the editing that much longer. So I'm going to turn the camera off for a minute. Okay, I'm at the end, and I trimmed because I don't want to have to go off the edge or trim the edge. So now I have, you know, something that looks like this. I don't know. I can't really show you. And now I would like something to go this way. If I had another machine set up with a different color thread, I would just take it to the next machine, and I would like to, is it called echoing? Go right along. I could do it with actual other thread or a piece of yarn, but I also like the idea of having this be have stuff over it, but also under it. So maybe when I sew something like this down, I could sew, but then I could be ready to have something else and tuck it under, and then sew. And then I'd have to go back and sew that down. So there's a lot of stuff going on here. Let me go get a piece of yarn. I'm going with bright yellow. I'm going to just do this on the side. Oh, so I need to get off maybe like that. All right, I'm gonna put a piece of yarn under there. Maybe did I want it a little bit closer? I don't know. Doesn't matter, right? It could take me forever to figure this out. I don't care. Well, let's see. I guess it's gonna just start right there. Oh, I'm already not doing a good job. It doesn't have to be the exact same shape. It's okay. I'm gonna make my zigzag a little wider. I think I would have liked it very close to the black. I'm very far away from it. Maybe I can get closer, right? There's no rules. I gotta tell you, this is very, very fun. See, I like it. Okay, let me go all the way to the bottom off camera. I think I'm going to get fancy And instead of going all along that blue, I'm going to cross over. And that'll give me some yarn on top of my strip here. And I'll continue down this way. I could have done that with the black too. Ooh, I'm going to have to cross over again because I'm going to be too close to the edge. So let me cross over right here. All right, I'm going to continue. Okay, I crossed over again. I like that. And again, this is all practice. Yeah, I would have really liked it if it would have crossed over the black. Now I need to sew on this right here because that's up. So I'm going to just turn this, needle in, turn this, and I'm going to come this way. And then turn this way. And then I'm going to sew on top of this. It goes to about there. Okay, now I have choices. I can hop off and then hop back on and do the whole length, or maybe I can start something from here and then go back up. I think I kind of like the idea of starting something from there. Do I want any fabric pieces in this? I think I do. I don't know. Maybe for this one I could just continue sewing things in one direction. One direction. What I will do, like with the crumb chat, what I could do is what I make between now and the next video will be on eBay during the next video. Like this is the shit that I made in the first video. Only you didn't get to see me ruin it. It's not ruined. It's just not what I had in my head, okay? It is certainly not ruined. It's good for whatever. I even thought you'd have to straighten it. You'd have to cut. I mean, it makes almost a cool bracelet. I would actually wear a bracelet like this. I would. Or a child might like it. Okay. I'm going to think a minute. Okay. I think I'm on to something. Just regular thread. I swear this is probably from 1940. I have my grandmother's thread from when she worked at a dress shop many, many moons ago. Yeah, like way before I was born. I'm 64. I'm almost 65. Okay, this is 4. I folded it and folded it. And I know I could use embroidery thread and stuff, but I have so many spools of old thread that I'd love to put to good use. And people say, oh no, old thread's all it's going to just break. No, it's very good thread. Okay, so what I can do is I can thread this, and if I want to go like over under, that just easily goes under like that. And then I could come in and go this way under, or I could go over, and then I would just sew on top of that. I think that could be cool. I really do. But I like the idea of the thread. So for now, I'm just going to start here, and I'm going to work down. I'm going to put this under the blue, very near where I'm starting, and then I'll go back and forth a little bit. Okay, so that's going to secure that thread that I can no longer get off my needle. Let's do that. Like that. I don't really think that secured the thread. I just don't want, I'll take care of that in a minute. Okay. Alright, so now I'm going to just put the thread down. And I picked pink because I didn't want it to be like really obvious, because I don't know if I'm going to like it. But I even thought of like all this muslin thread. I could do that on darker strips. All right, I'm just gonna sew on top of this pink thread, and you're gonna see this at the end of the video. So I got some more pink thread because I liked that, but this is a little bit messy here. I can go over that and fix it with something else. So I have 4 more strands of pink, and let me put my needle down. I'm going to pass it under this black because I like it to go over and under, and I can do that over and under the yarn too, because we're sewing with zigzag, so there's plenty of room for my big ass needle to go through there. So there's that, and then I'll sew. I don't even have to take this off the thread. Okay, so I'm just gonna sew, and then I might pass it under the yellow and all that jazz. So fun. I just went to the end. I had it go over the yellow, then under the yellow right there. I like it. But you know now what I have to do? I have to go get ready. I hope it doesn't drive you guys crazy that I'm going to be kind of doing it like this, just sitting, showing you what I'm doing, but you'll always see this piece in the next video, and I'll put it on eBay even if I think it's horrible. But I'm just going to continue. I think I'm going to just do long up and down. I don't think I'm going to try to put things across. And when I come up to that mistake right there, or what I don't like, maybe I could come in with another piece of yarn, another piece of yarn, and then just like maybe go over that and then continue to go down. I wish I could show that to you up close, but okay, let me hop off here. Threads everywhere. See, like the other curves, you know, they're pretty cool. Pretty cool, pretty cool. But then this one here, it's where I joined. I ran out of pink thread and I thought I would put that there. So I'm going to be able to cover that up. Do I want to do that right now so I can show you? Maybe. Will I screw it up? Maybe I won't. Maybe I won't cover it up. I could maybe just put some more pink thread there. Let me try that right now. I think it's a little bit better, but it's not perfect. So I might come up with some little, I don't know, we could call them crumbs. Pieces of confetti. I mean, like small, not big like that. Just some pieces here and there, and I could sew them down, and then it would look like it was on purpose, but you know, that's what it looks like now. It's still got, I didn't quite reach that part. So I'm not going to stress out over it. I just wanted to show you. I'm just going to work on this. I'm going to step away though and edit what I've got for this video. I think I'm going to like it. I need a little bit more color here, and it's just going to be some fabric ribbon for some junk journalers or whatever else you want to do with it. And thank you so much for watching. I'll be back with more soon. Bye. And don't forget to go bid on this.